Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and assorted people of the internet. I am James Phoenix, and this is another great broadcast here on Pez of the Mind. This is episode 9 of our Disney radio roleplay fan production, Disney Heroes. I am co-creator James Phoenix. Joining me are cast members, the best one, Richter Hammer.
Yo.
And the other one, Marcus Shadow.
Yo.
I do have to make an announcement for this episode. For the foreseeable next 2 episodes, we will not have co-creator Chris the Mole with us due to some technological problems. So, we wish him the best in getting those fixed and hope to have him back soon. Indeed. So, in the interim, we will be handling this. And we're going to go into episode 9. This should be a good one. We hope you enjoy it. Previously on Disney Heroes, David was stuck in his genie form, and the group was recovering from a long battle against the god of the underworld, Hades. As we enter the island HQ, we come into the medical bay, where we see the team looking over their comrade Jacob, who lies in a hospital bed. Noah sighs, trying to think of what to say to the rest of the team. Thanks for coming down, you guys. I didn't think there should be something said over the comms, kind of an in-person deal. Long story short, that blow that he took in the underworld, it was a little worse than we thought. He slipped into a coma, and the combination of both physical injury and dark magic, the doctors aren't sure how long he's going to be under, or if he'll ever wake up.
Jeff looks down and balls his fists, just staring down at Jacob. Stupid, 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 stupid.
David stares absently at the form, trying very strongly not to make jokes.
Adrian rubs his head. Wow, is it really that bad down there?
Honestly, we've never seen that level of demon power before. We've been dealing with this for a while. They're getting stronger, and that's not good.
Then maybe we should stick around. Adrian turns and looks at Alfred for agreement or disapproval.
Alfred tries the best to smile and gives him a thumbs up. I think we're needed, man. It's the least we can do. This is the time we need to pull together and get it all done, you know, man?
That's appreciated. If the demons aren't getting as strong as they seem, we're going to need all hands on deck to handle whatever they throw at us next.
Jeff opens his hands and slams them down on Jacob's bed, his eyes closed. Damn it all!
Noah jumps backwards at the sudden action. Well, dude, you okay, Jeff?
It was my fault. I shouldn't have rushed in. I just thought, well, Baymax shot his fist at Hades. I thought another blast to the face might kind of surprise him. But I shouldn't have done that. He was the Lord of the Underworld, after all.
Hey, you were trying your best. We were doing whatever we could. We were completely outclassed down there. The fact that any of us is standing here and we're not all like Jacob or worse is a miracle in and of itself.
Jeff opens his eyes and looks up, a crazed look in his eyes. He looks at Noah. You don't get it, do you? He points over at the genie. We had the trump card. We had untouchable power. I took an unnecessary risk, and now Jacob has paid the price.
To be fair, it also comes with an itty-bitty living space.
Not anymore. You're free, remember?
You're right. I used to be more expensive. Alfred stares over at his brother. Dude, no, no.
It's fine, Alfred. It's not his fault. There's something going on with the forms. I haven't been able to figure it out yet.
Jeff's watch begins to glow as his eyes begin to shift back and forth between his own eyes and that of the feline.
The hell? It's not supposed to be doing that.
Adrian takes a step back. I don't like the look of that. They will pay. They will all pay for this. What the? Fangs start to protrude from his mouth as Jeff runs out of the medical bay. Adrian blinks. Okay, what the hell just happened?
I don't like the look of that, man.
Neither do I.
Should we, let him run out of here? I'm kind of worried how his mental state's messing with his head. I don't think he'll do anything that's good. Maybe we should just try to, put him somewhere and calm him down, man.
We can track him with the watch. We'll know where he is in the park. With how upset he was, it might be better to just let him cool down and get it out of his system. There's no one in the park at this time of night, so unless demons show up, there's no room to hurt, and if the demons do show up, well, I wouldn't want to be them right about now.
Yeah, good idea. Let's just hope he managed to get everything fixed and operational before all this, because, yeah, wasn't that what he was working on before you all got sucked into hell?
No one goes to open his mouth to correct his comrade about the difference between the underworld and hell, but decides the better of it. I hope so. Let's go to HQ and see if we can track where he is. The team heads out of the medical bay, returning to the primary HQ center of the island. They begin checking the computers. The signal's unusual. Must be because of the activity. I've never seen that happen before. We'll have to keep an eye on it. He's coming up sporadically. There's not much we can do right now. If we need you guys, we'll call. For now, it's probably best everyone gets some sleep. Who knows what's going to come tomorrow?
You got it, Chief. David darts out of the room as fast as he can.
You guys wouldn't happen to have any cots set up in this place, would you?
Of course. There's a dormitory on the next level down. Just take the elevator or the stairs. They're next to each other.
Cool.
You think we wouldn't come prepared for people to be here for an extended period? It is a top-secret operation. We sometimes have to work around the clock, you know.
Oh, man, where's the pizza dispensary, then?
Adrian grins and walks off with Alfred.
Sweet.
Noah turns around and leans against the counter, looking at the screen. Jeff. I hope this doesn't come back to... I hope you're okay. Noah closes his eyes. The next morning, the park has been open for business. Guests can be seen streaming through the various sections of Walt Disney World on the various screens of the headquarters. Noah and David are in the HQ as Noah, some tools in hand, is tinkering with David's watch, attempting to determine what has caused the elongated period in the genie form.
That tickles.
Sorry, Big Blue. I don't understand it. As far as I can tell, the watch is working okay. It doesn't look like it's a technological problem. But with the good magic, I mean, who knows? It could. If it's a problem with that, that could be a lot harder to figure out.
Well, then that must be it here. Let me help. Genie transforms into, has a lab coat on and a stethoscope, and he puts it up to the watch. Boom, 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 boom. No, everything's okay this way.
Adrian walks in, having just woken up. So, we miss anything?
Just the awesome rerun of The Price is Right.
It was a pretty good rerun. Also, as far as I can gather, whatever's got David stuck like this, it's not a technological problem with the watch, it's something else. We're going to have to do more research to figure it out.
Could it have had something to do with your contingency plan?
That's possible. The magic overload, especially dealing with a magical form like the genie, there could have been some unforeseen interaction. The genie was a form that we hadn't really seen come out prior to David's arrival, and we weren't entirely sure how something or someone that powerful might react to the inherent magic of the devices.
Well, I was thinking also that and whatever's going on with Jeff's watch.
That's true. They could be connected. I wish we had more time to field test these things.
Oh man, you know what? I think his got some kind of virus, and then it like totally sneezed on my watch. Ah! Genie shakes his hands and pretends to become ill and turn into a skeleton.
Well, we already dealt with one computer virus. If it were that, I think we would have found it again.
True.
Not to
Wait,
mention-
maybe
not to-
now you have it.
Adrian looks over his shoulder at Alfred and gives him a really look.
Alfred just kind of shrugs.
Noah goes to speak when suddenly the alarms begin going off in the headquarters. Boom, 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 boom.
Adrian rolls his eyes. Oh, what now?
Noah spins around in his chair and goes over to one of the main computers. He types in some commands and brings up a map of the park displaying information. The hell?
Genie runs over to his side. Is it Klingon, sir?
Noah glances over his shoulder for a second and then chooses the better of himself not to comment. No. If I'm reading the watch signal right, it's Jeff. But he's... Oh, first of all, he's in Simba form. Second of all, well, I suppose with the form it should be, probably seems to be acting like a lion, but not like Simba from our film, more like an actual lion.
Adrian leans in. Do we have video footage?
There's cameras all over the park. We should be able to get something. Noah types in a few more commands into the computer, bringing up footage from several cameras around the park. The camera feeds swap, tracking the lion who is running through the park, terrifying the innocent guests as they attempt to get out of the way. As he roars and paws at things.
Yeah, I'm not gonna roar.
Who said that?
That was me, sorry. I was trying out my new Jeff duplicating device. It's okay, boss, he says, looking at Noah. I got this. This looks like a job for... David then runs out of the room as fast as he can before finishing his sentence. Whoa, dude. Oh. That's not good either, is it, man?
No, as much as your brother has a good heart, it's been noted with that personality, he can be a bit unpredictable.
I know, it's weird. He's never like that. That's like, more like, well, I don't know, but it's not like him, man.
That's something else different. We've never had a situation of the personalities of the characters overpowering the host before. Normally it's just their abilities and usually some kind of costume or appearance.
It's probably that he's so stuck up he just needs to let loose a little, man. I don't know. I don't know how magic works, but that's we now we got to stop two people. This is kind of weird, man.
Yeah, we're going to have to go check this out. Suddenly, suddenly another blip appears on the map. Now what? Noah checks the computer. There's something else going on in the Magic Kingdom. A lesser signal, but there nonetheless in Fantasyland. All right. You two stay here and track everything. I'm going to need to know what's going on. I'm going to go investigate Fantasyland. It looks like the other two are headed in that direction anyway. I'll call you if I need you.
All right, man. Safe out there, bro. Al gives him a thumbs
Got
up.
it, boss.
Noah runs out of the headquarters. Meanwhile, in the Magic Kingdom, things seem to be running normal as guests make their way to the various attractions and rides. Noah comes in and begins looking around. Using his watch, he tracks the signal that he detected in Fantasyland earlier. As he comes into the section of the park, he hears a loud, booming voice in the area of the storybook town that has been set up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you certainly must listen to me. These heroes you worship are nothing more than threats, nothing more than monsters. You can't possibly take their side over someone respected, over people like me. The audience, recognizing Gaston for who he is, believing him to be a cast member in costume, merely laugh at his villainous monologue. Until loud crashing can be heard coming from Main Street, USA, as a lion comes tearing around the corner, knocking people over and causing property damage. A blue blur following him.
I've got it.
Jeff sees Gaston, recognizing him to be Gaston despite being feral, and makes a beeline for him.
David sees him doing this. No, we can't have you do that. He then takes the appearance of a cowboy and throws a lasso at Jeff.
Jeff keeps running.
The lasso grips around his arm, and then Genie takes off after him, being pulled by the force. Ah, this isn't working. He crashes into several more people as he's going along.
Ah! Gaston's reflexes are quick, and he dodges to the side, barely avoiding the lion and the cowboy riding along as they tear around a corner, knocking over several nearby benches and smashing a window. You see this? These are your supposed heroes. Look at this. They attack you. They harm your children. They cause destruction in this supposed happy place. Your heroes are no better than anyone else. Everyone is dark at heart. This is why beasts like this must be hunted down and stopped. Gaston's speech surprisingly seems to have an effect on the people. The people begin nodding and begin pulling out of the way. They begin grabbing hold of anything they can find, garbage or other items in their bags and pockets, and begin pelting the lion with the items.
Jeff takes a step back as he's being pelted, and then roars as loud as he can before he lunges at a nearby guest to the park.
Genie, reacting quickly, turns into a jet and crashes into Jeff, sending him into a nearby wall, with himself tumbling after. No, we don't want to do that, buddy.
Some of the civilians begin yelling at the two. You're supposed to be the heroes. You're wrecking our vacation. Yeah, our kids are out here trying to have fun. What are you doing? Additional civilians continue yelling. Noah, seeing this, steps himself to the side and into a doorway, briefly out of view. He pulls up his watch. Are you guys seeing this?
Yeah, is this guy for real?
Unfortunately, with the demons, well, as the computer will tell you, it is actually the real Gaston, or at least the demon posing as him. As for his speeches, who knows whether he believed he could get a rise out of us or whether he's using a demonic power to actually manipulate the people's thoughts. Who can say? But the damage is definitely real, and this is getting out of control. I can't turn around and transform him in the middle of the park. Someone would see me. I'm open to suggestions.
Adrian thinks for a minute. Well, he's saying heroes are beasts, huh? He looks over at Alfred. What if we gave the people a genuine superhero?
You know, that's just crazy enough to work, bro.
Hang tight, Noah. I'll be there in a flash.
Understood. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And if you walk out of this kingdom, you'll see the destruction they've wreaked all the way here. From the animal kingdom, to the resorts, to the water parks. Everyone has felt their destruction, and these are only 2 heroes. Imagine when the rest turn on you.
A red blur blows by Gaston and the people and skids to a stop between the mob and Jeff and David. Really now?
Gaston spins around in place, trying to catch his balance.
Adrian, now dressed in his Incredibles outfit, folds his arms. So, heroes are beasts, huh? Do I look like a beast to you?
Gaston catches his balance, shaking the dizziness out of his eyes. Do not be fooled by this, ladies and gentlemen. He defends these beasts. He is no better than them.
Adrian smirks. These beasts, excuse me, these beasts were your heroes. Yeah, they're kind of messing things up, but hey, it's to be expected. Besides, Gaston is trying to kill them. Kill them! Since when have your heroes ever killed,
As he says this, Gaston is loading an arrow into a bow, but when the citizen returns around, he quickly hides it behind his back.
Adrian unfolds his arm and moves his left arm behind his back, tapping the comms button on his watch. Dude, get out of here. Noah kinda needs you.
Alfred runs out from behind the corner. He runs up to Aiden. Dude, it's okay. I got this. He then walks over to David as the genie, but first turns toward the crowd. It's okay, everyone. I got this. It's fine. You can go. Don't worry about it. He then turns back to his brother. Bro, you got to calm down. Hey, bro, what's going on? Genie says with a giant smile. You've done what you need to do, man. It's okay. We just now let us take over and we'll fix it. Thanks. You've done what you can, man. No. It's fine. I got this. It's just David says, breathing heavily. Just a few setbacks. It's all good. It'll be fine. Alfred walks up to him. I know you want to help, man. It's fine. You did help. But what did you always tell me? You said that there's a time and place for everything. So, and right now, it's not your time or place. So, let us handle it. Okay, bro? Genie looks around very pensive and then kind of solemn. Yeah, I guess you're right. Oh, okay then.
Before anything else can happen, Jeff stands up and sees the back of Adrian and lunges at him. Adrian, not seeing it coming, whirls around just in time to see Jeff pounce him and pin him to the ground. Whoa, dude, what are you doing? Jeff just looks down at him and snarls, ready to eat him for lunch. Oh, crap. Guys, a little help here?
Allow me. Gaston removes his bow and arrow from behind his back, but this time the arrow in question is attached to a net. He lets it go, firing the net at the lion.
No! Genie, stop him!
What? Okay. Genie jumps in front of the net and turns into a big pole that the net wraps around.
Oh, crap. Dude, you gotta get off of me. This is not looking good, Jeff. Come on, I know you're in there. Noah, help!
Everyone, just calm down. Noah steps out. It's all right. I'm with the Imagineering team. Just some malfunctioning animatronics. We apologize. Everything is going to be fine, and we are going to get this fixed. We will make sure that everyone is taken care of. I assure you. He goes over to Jeff and attempts to pull him off of Adrian. As he does, Jeff whips up and roars, shoving him aside and running out of the Magic Kingdom. Ah! Noah falls over.
Adrian gets up and walks over to Noah, helping him to his feet. Now what, boss?
We have to go after him.
All right, I'll track him. You deal with tall, muscular, and pretty over there.
Noah agrees, but as he turns around, he realizes Gaston is gone. He'll be back. Come on, we better focus on Jeff for right now.
Right. Adrian runs off.
Noah and the rest of the group follow. After they leave, Gaston has actually reappeared. Fear not, people. I, Gaston, the mighty hunter, will fell these beasts and protect your innocent park. Gaston, mounting his bow, heads out of the park, following the group. Noah and Adrian use their watches to track Jeff, and managed to wrangle him into a part of the animal kingdom where he won't look so out of place and can cause less damage. All right, well, at least we got him out of the way of the general populace. These enclosures are pretty large. He shouldn't be able to hurt anybody else here. Now we just got to figure out what happened and calm him down.
Jeff jumps up on top of a large boulder and looks down at the rest of the team, not willing to give an inch.
As the team stares down, there's suddenly a voice can be heard over the park's PA system. Ladies and gentlemen, if you see a lion, do not panic. These beasts running out of control will be dealt with. The military is on their way, and they will be stopped. How the hell did Gaston get on our PA system? Remind me to look into that later.
Adrian drops his shoulders. The military? We can't fight the military.
I'm wondering how a demon even managed to call the military. That's not something they would normally do.
I don't know, man. This is getting really out of hand really fast.
You're telling me. Well, all right. I don't think Simba over there's going to come quietly. Stand clear. I think it's going to take a beast to stop a beast. Noah pops his watch, spins it, slams it down as the brown fur and muscles ripple over his body. Noah hunches down on all fours as the beast and runs at Simba, prepared for a fight.
Jeff bares his teeth and runs at the beast. He swipes at the beast.
Beast takes a swipe, but swipes back. The two fight each other, rolling around on the ground, clawing and biting at each other. Noah's beast form is clearly stronger, but Jeff's Simba form is faster. As Noah lifts Jeff over his head and tosses him aside, Jeff lands on his feet and with his agilic reflexes pounces right back on the beast in one fluid motion, knocking him over and they roll across the ground.
Adrian sidles up to Alfred. Dude, if this keeps going on, they're going to kill each other.
No, I'm pretty sure the magic won't let him. I hope. I don't know what else we can do. Our forms could do something, but I don't know, man. It might just make the situation worse.
Well, at least we have a calm genie now. That should give us an edge.
Yeah, should. He looks over at his brother, but he looks kind of run down, man. He's been stuck in that form. I don't know what it does to him, but he seems a little out of it right now.
Adrian looks up. The hell was that?
Nothing good.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be quite all right. Let's just stay calm here. As they look over, several jeeps have pulled up, and uniformed soldiers have stepped out, pointing guns at the group. A taller, well-built man with gray hair stands in the middle, bearing the rank insignia of a commander. Everything's going to be just fine. Let's just calm down here. We just need to get this under control. Now, I suggest that you two young men step over here out of the way so that you're not in the line of fire and we can put these beasts down.
Sir, I don't think you want to do that. Besides, I'm a genuine superhero. I got this under control.
Really? Because I took a nice long walk through the park on the way here, and it does not look in control, son.
That happened before I got on the premises, sir.
Look, I don't have time to argue with this. Boys, get them out of the way.
Crap.
The soldiers step up, attempting to grab the two and pull them aside.
Hey.
Adrian merely steps out of the way using his super speed. Not gonna happen.
Well, that was impressive, wasn't it? But I am still going to need you to move out of the way. The soldiers continue trying to grab him, but he simply continues super speeding out of the way. Zip, 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 zip. As he continues zipping out of the way, the commander rubs his temples with a hand, clearly having no patience for this. All right, I was hoping I wouldn't have to do this, but... The commander holds out a hand. As he does, a blue glow forms in his eyes, blue lines running up and down his hands, a sort of energy. The energy engulfs Adrian, pulling him off the ground, rendering his running useless.
Oh, crap.
Whoa!
Since when can humans do that?
I don't know. I don't think it's secret military tech, though, man.
As the blue energy glows, Noah manages to toss Jeff off long enough to see what's going on. It's a trap. Rourke! The beast tosses Simba aside and runs at the military. Let him go! As he runs, Commander Rourke extends his other hand, catching Beast in the air with a blue energy blast. As it catches him in the arm, he flies to the side, crashing into several of the soldiers, knocking them down. Ah! Ah!
All right, this isn't gonna work. David, Unleash the genie!
Alrighty then. David jumps up to his feet and runs over to the military guys. Hey guys, what's going on? You don't want to shoot us. You want to shoot, nothing, he says, and grabs a few of their guns and twists them around in pretzel shapes. Hey, I can also do dogs. You want to see the other ones?
The eyes of the various soldiers glow blue, and they grab the genie, showing enhanced strength.
Oh, hey, I mean, I give you all an autograph, but, this is getting kind of weird now.
Now then, this has been fun and all, but I'd say it's about time we put an end to this. Rourke takes the hand holding Adrian in the air and slams him on the ground hard. His watch deactivates. Now then.
Adrian falls unconscious.
All right then. Now, the two that are out of form, let's get those watches. Not only can we experiment with the good magic, but they might just fetch a nice penny on the black market too.
Out of nowhere, Simba leaps at Rourke and swipes at his face, trying to force him off of Adrian.
Filthy animal!
Simba lands in a protective stance in front of Adrian. Suddenly, his form begins to glow, and a voice can be heard coming from the deep-throaty growls. Back off. Suddenly, Simba stands up on his hind two legs as the full transformation takes effect, and Jeff is back, in Simba form, of course.
Noah manages to pull himself back to his feet. You okay?
I think so. A little pissed off, but yeah, thanks. What the hell happened? What's going on? Why is there guys with guns? And why are they glowing? What the hell did I miss?
I don't know. Your watch went haywire like David's, except in your case, it sent you into a feral lion frenzy. We've been chasing you all over the park. Gaston's running around here somewhere, and well, that fellow over there with the blue glow, that's Commander Rourke. I don't suppose any of you folks have seen our film Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
Can't say that I have.
It's one of our lesser-known movies. That power he's channeling is from the heart of Atlantis. His goal in the movie was to steal it and sell it on the black market for money, but somehow it looks like this version of him is channeling it.
David sips back over to Noah. Does it allow him to draw the proper card, too?
Noah rolls his beast eyes. At any rate, that energy is incredibly dangerous. As you can see, he indicates his right arm, where the energy blast that took him down singed the fur off of his arm.
Oh, is that what that smell is?
Any ideas how we take down his magical Atlantean army?
Well, the heart of Atlantis in the movie, it was one entity, but it was channeled through all the Atlantean citizens, so chances are they're all getting it from him. We take him down, they all go down.
Jeff pats Noah on the shoulder. You look after Adrian. Alfred, time to go to war.
All right, man. We got this.
Noah drops to one knee, checking on Adrian.
Alfred lifts his arm up dramatically, turns the watch, and slams it back down. He's then covered in white armor with a small antenna on the top and wheels on the sides of his feet. All right, blather and blatherskite, it's time to do this.
Jeff smirks. Nice.
Alfred wheels toward several of the soldiers to slap the guns out of their hands while trying to make his way to Rourke. Woo!
Jeff pats David on the back. Let's do this, partner.
All right.
Jeff charges at the soldiers trying to get to Rourke, hoping Jeannie will have his back. Out of the way!
Genie holds up his fingers like giant pop guns and shoots corks at each of the soldiers, hitting them in the heads, trying to stun them momentarily. Pew 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 pew.
How many of these guys are there? Dang! Jeff looks around at the amount of soldiers. Okay, new strategy. Jeff lunges over toward Gizmo Duck and knocks a bunch of soldiers out of the way. Now, go after him!
You got it! Alfred then takes off at highest speed he can, pressing a few buttons on his arm to have a little turret come up. He then shoots a stun bolt at Rourke as he makes his way toward him.
The bolt catches Rourke in the shoulder unexpectedly. Ah! You know, I gotta give you credit. A good commander stays cool under pressure, but you've managed to raise my temper. He raises his arms and summons waves of blue energy, firing them at the team.
Jeff spins around. Oh, crap. He goes skidding back and skids to a stop right in front of Noah. Ow.
You know, I'm starting to think I was wrong about selling this thing. I mean, these powers are great. But I dare say fun and games time is over. We're going to need those watches now.
Jeff has been knocked for a loop, leaving only Genie and Gizmo Duck, the last two standing.
Gizmo Duck tries to go behind Rourke to catch him by surprise. Gotcha, old man! He then reaches out to grab his shoulder.
Hey! Rourke swings behind him, using energy to charge his hand. He and Gizmo Duck exchange blows, keeping Rourke distracted momentarily. Noah has in the meantime set Adrian aside from the battlefield out of the way and turns around. All right, let's end this. He begins running when all of a sudden an arrow lands in front of him. What? Well, if it isn't the king of the mongrel beasts, I shall have a new head to mount on my wall today. Gaston steps out of the trees, bow and arrows in hand, and begins firing at the beast. Stay on Rourke, I'll take Gaston. The beast runs galloping at Gaston, dodging arrows along the way. He tackles him down, but despite the beast's strength, Gaston is equally strong as well as more agile due to a smaller size. They tumble on the ground as the beast tries to swipe at him. Gaston blocks it with a steel bracelet around his wrist, blocking the claws. Then tossing the beast behind him. Beast ducks another arrow, and looks over his shoulder. Sees Rourke getting the best of Gizmo Duck and the Genie. Wait.
Jeff crawls over to Adrian and starts to nudge him. Come on, dude, wake up.
How did this? Of course. Noah suddenly has a glint in his eye. He takes a bunch of steps backward and then turns around, positioning himself carefully and taunting Gaston. What's the matter, mighty hunter? Can't hit the beast. You dare mock me? I'll show you, a mighty hunter. Gaston pulls an arrow and tightens his bow. He aims carefully and lets loose. The bolt flies straight and true. Noah grins, dodging out of the way. The arrow cuts a hole through Noah's cape, but continues flying. Guys, spin Rourke around!
Suddenly, a hand grabs Rourke by the back of the belt and spins him around.
What? As Rourke spins around, having been charging his energy, a centralized blue glow can be seen on his chest in the form of a crystal. As he spins around, Gaston's arrow hits the crystal directly, piercing it. What? You idiot! What have you done? The crystal begins glowing brighter as if it's overloading. You got in the way of my arrow! This is your fault! Gaston begins running toward Rourke. Let me give you a hand. No, as Gaston turns around, the beast shoulder rams him. Gaston goes flying into Rourke as the brightness engulfs them, turning the two to stone. Yeah, that's about what happened when that power was abused in the movie.
The genie looks at the two turned to stone and just smiles to himself.
A red-garbed figure steps out from behind the turned-to-stone Rourke. Gotcha. And then from behind him steps Jeff. So, got one of those traps on you, Noah.
Always. The beast steps forward, using his giant claw, two of his giant claws to turn the watch carefully. The trap springs out, landing at the feet of the stone statues. The statues begin crumbling as they're pulled into the trap. The trap seals them inside. Noah hits his watch again and detransforms. Well, that was an unexpected duo.
Jeff and Adrian follow suit. You're telling me. Jeff turns over to David. Hey, got any wish-granting powers in there?
Haha, not this time, my friend. Genie, seeming content with himself, pushes the watch and turns back into David. He starts to collapse as Alfred, who is transformed back into a human, goes and catches him. Whoa, gotcha there, bro.
Well, I guess he finally ran the genie out of his system. Noah goes over and checks on Adrian. You okay there?
Adrian gives him a thumbs up. Just kind of got hit hard. I'm all right.
Good. Can't afford to lose anyone else. Noah picks Adrian up, and they head back to HQ.
Dude, I can walk.
All right. You got hit pretty hard. I was just checking. You were pretty much unconscious for a while there. Noah puts him down.
So, how are we going to clean all this stuff up and explain this to the people? They kind of hate us right now.
This is the first time things have gone a little overboard. I partially explained back in the Magic Kingdom malfunctioning animatronics. We should be able to sort everything out.
Alfred walks over to them. Swamp gas.
Not quite, but you've got the right idea.
Jeff turns around to Adrian. Explain what exactly? Adrian looks up at Noah, his eyes pleading for help with this one.
You missed a bit when you were not yourself. We'll explain on the way back. He puts his arm around Jeff as the group heads toward one of the tunnels that will come out near the docks to take them back to the island. Later they're sitting in HQ. Noah has just finished filling Jeff in on what he missed. Yeah, it wasn't good.
Jeff looks down at his watch and then takes it off and then reaches over to the sleeping David and takes his watch off, hands them both to Noah. maybe it's best we don't use these at the present time.
Good idea. I'll run another battery of tests. I want to compare what happened to you to what happened to David's watch and see if there's similarities. If there are, this may be a phenomenon we're going to have to watch out for in the future. Noah goes over and sets the watches in the case where they're normally kept. And Noah turns to Alfred and Adrian and thank the two of you for stepping up today. You really helped us.
Alfred gives a big smile and another thumbs up. No problem, man. That's what we're here for. We're heroes.
Besides, I don't think Alfred would have wanted to be on the sidelines with his brother in danger like that, you know?
Very true. And now more than ever, we all have to stick together. These attacks are getting worse. I can only imagine what they're going to throw at us next. We have to keep fighting. For the park, for the side of good magic, and personally, most of all, for Jacob.
Adrian leans on Alfred and puts his shoulder up on Alfred, or his elbow up on Alfred's shoulder. Hey, cheer up, man. We're the good guys.
We are the good guys. We do have to believe in ourselves. We just have to hope that it's going to be enough. End of scene. Yeah, I didn't see you throwing Atlantean shit at you, did you? Boom!
No, I didn't. That was well done.
I thought that was cool. I want somebody who could be more of a threat. And I'm like, well, Rourke is the bad guy from Atlantis. I'll give him the Heart of Atlantis power. He stole it in the movie. He didn't use it. He just turned into stone. But hey, we'll let him use it now.
When I realized Genie was just kind of sitting there doing nothing because it's calm Genie, I'm like, oh god, someone's going to have to unleash him, aren't they? I was like, okay, if we're fighting Atlanteans, we need the Genie. I'm going to order him to kick their asses.
Yeah, there's also some military soldiers that were just being controlled by the Atlantean power, but same difference.
Mm-hmm. Except I assume for the commander. I assume the commander was actually Rourke.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was the actual demon Rourke, but the rest of them, like I said, the rest of them were also demons. They were just demon soldiers. They weren't demon Atlanteans. They were just demon soldiers with Atlantean power.
Fair enough.
Not that it makes a big difference, but... Because I was trying to think, I'm like, I want to use Gaston, but I feel like I don't know how effective a fight against Gaston is going to be unless we give him an angry mob, and I don't want to hurt innocent people.
Right.
So, and even if we made them demons, they would still just be demon people. They wouldn't be that much of a threat to us, especially if Beast and Simba started tearing through them. So I'm like, all right, we need something else. And I was trying to go with something that would kind of align. And, I was trying to think of a villain that I could easily do the voice for, and, Rourke.
Mm-hmm. Also, sorry for going off script a little bit. I hope you're okay with me not surrendering, because I figured as Dash, I don't think Adrian would just willingly let someone, fucking handcuff them and shit.
No, you're absolutely right. And you had said earlier that you were when you had said you were going to be in Dash form at the time, I knew that was going to happen, so I already planned to slam you and knock you out.
Fair enough. And that was clever too. It's like, you no longer have your speed. Oh shit.
Because I'm trying to think of what the powers that we saw the Heart of Atlantis do. We saw it when they charged things up, blue lines of energy formed on things. They had the blue eye thing going on. It levitated people, and it sort of did energy blast stuff. That was kind of what it did. So.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too, is once you took away Dash's speed, when I realized Alfred wasn't transforming, I'm like, I have no fucking choice. Genie, kick their asses! He was the only option I had left, because now I can't fight because I can't move.
Yeah, my plan was I was going to get knocked aside. You guys were going to fight Rourke. Then when Gaston showed up, I was going to have a Beast on Gaston fight. And then because like I said, what happened in the movie was Gaston ended up, the energy of the Heart of Atlantis was harder to handle in the movie. And so when he was exposed to it, it just turned him to stone.
Fair enough.
Are you guys familiar with the premise of that movie?
No, but you can tell us off the air.
Yes, I will tell us once we're off the air, because it's actually quite an interesting movie. But at any rate, thank you everyone for joining us. We'll see you next week for some more Disney Heroes.
Yay.
Peace.
Yay.